Catholics around the world are mourning the death of Pope Francis. He died early this morning, one day after making his last public appearance at the Vatican for Easter Mass. Pope Francis led the Catholic Church for 12 years and is being remembered for being humble and for his willingness to shake up the church. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos is in the newsroom with more. Good morning, Annie Rose.
Hey, Eric. Good morning to you. That's right. Pope Francis, the first Latin American leader of the Roman Catholic Church, has died. He was 88 and suffered a serious bout of double pneumonia this year. The Vatican announcing his death hours ago.
Sorelle.
With deep sorrow, I must announce the death of our Father, Francis. At 7:30 this morning, the Bishop of Rome, Francis, returned to the house of the Father.
The Pope's death coming as a shock after he made this public appearance in St. Peter's Square just yesterday, defying his doctor's orders to rest, riding in an open-air Pope-mobile to greet cheering crowds on Easter Sunday, and making an address to the public, one he started but was too frail to finish, having an archbishop take over his message focusing on lasting peace in places like Israel and Palestine.
Dell'amato Medio Oriente.
Call a ceasefire, release the hostages, and come to the aid of a starving people that aspire to a future of peace.
Pope Francis, born Jorge George Mario Bergoglio, a son of Italian migrants who moved to Argentina. The first Latin American pope, the first Jesuit pope, he was known as the People's Pope, who sought to reform the church by demanding a compassionate approach to divorced and gay Catholics, insisting the church welcome everyone. In a landmark statement back in 2013, he famously said this after being asked about gay marriage.
Si una persona es gay,
If someone is gay and he searches for the Lord and has goodwill, who am I to judge?
And we want to go now to a live picture at the Vatican where people are gathering at St. Peter's Square to pay their respects. Francis's passing now marks the beginning of a period of 9 days of mourning called the Novum Diales. The funeral for Pope Francis will follow a centuries-old tradition spanning several days and a viewing of his body that will allow for mourners from around the world to honor him in person before he is laid to rest.
There's a process now that kicks into place, much like when a president passes away. It's been laid out. People know exactly what to do. The Pope will be laid out in St. Peter's in a couple of days, most likely. There'll be 9 days of mourning. That also allows dignitaries from around the world to fly into Rome for the papal funeral. So you can expect that, right? There'll be flights from all over the world descending on Rome over the next 10, 12 days until the funeral.
Now soon, 136 cardinals will be arriving in Rome for that conclave, which is the ancient ritual of deciding the next pope. New York's Cardinal Timothy Dolan will be among those traveling to the Vatican for that process. He spoke this morning about the Pope's passing.
We don't call him Holy Father for nothing. He's the father of our family, and there's a death in the family, and we're saddened. He taught us at the end by allowing us to watch him die. He taught us that who we are is more important than what we can do. He couldn't do much. He could barely raise his hand yesterday, did you see? He could barely speak. He couldn't do much, but what he was.
Now, per his own wishes of wanting a simpler funeral, Pope Francis will be the first pope in more than a century to be buried outside the Vatican. His chosen final resting place will be the Basilica of St. Mary Major in Rome, a site dear to him because of his devotion to Mother Mary. Eric?
Annie Rose, thank you.